Hi everyone. I want to talk about in this video about harmful thoughts. If a lot of harmful thoughts are coming into your mind, then how to deal with them. See, there is the only way to deal with, like, this is the only way to live is to live with awareness. Just because we are not living with awareness, we are not able to deal with these kind of problems. Okay, I'll tell you what happens. See, we all try to read these quotes, go through, read these articles, but until and unless we implement them in your life, things won't change. You need to bring implementation in your life, and then dealing with any kind of situation, there is a solution for it. See, something is going inside you. You have to deal with them from inside. You cannot deal with them from outside. And this body is made of so many chemicals. There is so many hormonal hormones inside you. Is there any doubt about that? There is so many enzymes. These things, they make chemical reactions. Like, you go to a lab, a chemistry lab, you see people doing reactions and a lot of chemicals are getting produced. That's what's happening inside you. What are the hormones? What are these reactions which are happening inside your body? And it's just the same thing. It's a chemistry. This body is full of chemistry. So many things going inside you, and how this is the connection. See, everything is a connection. That's why we are human. That connection of mind and body. You can think and imagine things, and based on that imagination you can build things. So you see all these growths, grow infrastructure, different beautiful buildings, everything around us. It's just a chemical reaction which has happening. Like, you think something and then you make it possible. You build it up, you make it possible. So there is absolute value of your mind, and then this connection of connecting to this body. Because imagine if your mind and body is not connected, how can you deal with everything which is going around you? You thinking something, have something else is happening. That's how this is the amazing mechanism. But because you don't understand this mechanism, that's why we suffer this thought process. But thoughts will arise. It's a way these things work. Are you scared of your kidney? The way it works, it filters things. Your heart, it pumps blood. Are you scared of that? No, but you're scared of your thoughts, the thoughts which comes to your mind. And people call it you have a mental disease, because the thoughts are getting manifested on the body through a chemical reaction. So let's understand this: thoughts, mind and body is highly connected, highly interconnected. Whatever you think, the chemical reactions will come out on the body, and that makes it feelings. The things we call feelings, they originate from your thoughts. Thoughts produce feelings. I cannot emphasize it more. And feelings brings emotions, and emotions gives out energies. So it's a whole process. That's what we need to understand. I'll tell you the key. The key is to do nothing about your thoughts, because they are just thoughts. Does happy thoughts bother you? No, they bring a pleasant sensation. But some bad thoughts, that bring unpleasant sensations on the body. That's what bothers you. But that's again, you need to understand, it is just a thought which arises. You are not your thought. I'll tell you how. Because you're always thinking in the limit of your own knowledge base. So when I say knowledge base, so there are four kinds of intelligence on this body. One is your intellect. That's your knowledge base. Whatever you're thinking right now, have thought in the past, that's, everyone comes with their own knowledge base. So first of all is your intelligence, your intellect. First intelligence is your intellect. Second intelligence is your memory. Whatever you have stored throughout your life, that's your memory. And the third intelligence is your identification. You identify with things. You see some things as mine and some as not yours. So you identify with things, and based on that, the output comes out. That's how the body processes things. And then the fourth is the awareness. So intellect, your memories, your identifications, and then fourth one is the awareness. There is awareness in you. Without awareness, obviously you cannot walk on the street, because you're aware of what's happening around you. You are aware that you're alive because of this awareness inside you. But The awareness is right now very little. Intellect is the highest form in you right now. And why I say that, because you're always thinking every time, whatever you're doing, walking, sitting, chatting, you're talking to someone, you're still thinking something, processing, and how you process this will come on that. So at every moment there is something going in your mind. So we are working through intellect, but intellect is limited in nature. Do you know everything? No. I'll go to the previous example, that if you are a rocket scientist, do you know how to work on a ship, how a ship engine works? You might know a little bit about it, but not everything. Or how to cook in a kitchen, how to put what spices to put to make this food. So whatever you have learned, that's the limitation of your knowledge. You cannot be more than, your knowledge cannot be more than that. Until you learn more, then again that's your knowledge. Still there's a limit to it. And then on top of that, your memories, whatever this body is just a pile of memories. If you eat something, it will become you. If you eat banana, you won't become banana, but banana will become you. So body is a memory, your genetics, your genes. And that's what been passed on from your parents to you. So this body is also a memory. Then your identifications, whatever you connect with your culture, your religion. So this is, see, the memory will always be limited. Whatever thoughts you had in the past, whatever you have learned, there is a limit to it. You cannot become a woman if you're a guy, if you eat something. So there is a limitation. There's a limitation to your intellect knowledge. There's a limitation to your memories. And then whatever you identify with your culture, that's again limited. It's no culture is unlimited, but what is unlimited? Your awareness is unlimited. Awareness can be anything. You can be aware of each and everything happening around you. There's no limit to it. When you are right now, you are present, you're aware of what's happening around you. So there is so much unlimitedness around you. So that's how we should be working on. I'll tell you why you're not a limit. See, your thought process is right now this much. What were you thinking? And then I ask you to read another book on, if you're a rocket engineer, I ask you to read a book on how to cook food. So your knowledge base increased. So it was this, now it got this. It's still limited, but see, it expanded. And now again it expanded. When you learn more, again expands more. So you are not a limit when you can expand. Obviously you can grow more bigger. So how can you be something which grows, which is not limited to this? You are this. So you are this, you means your awareness, you are unlimited. But because you're thinking all the time, so the main focus, main intelligence, what you're using is your intellect, not the awareness. So that's why you can't deal with the harmful thoughts, because if you're using thoughts for everything, dealing with everything, thoughts manifest through the body. Whatever you think, you will feel that thing on the body. That's 100%. So your intellect will manifest on the body. Your thoughts can be yours because you're making them, but you are not your thoughts. You are the one who's making them. If something wrong is going in your mind, harmful thoughts are coming in your mind, you are the one who's making them, because you don't know how to deal with them. So dealing with thoughts is very easy. You do nothing about them because they are thoughts. When you start doing things about them, when you start finding solutions, about whatever thoughts coming in your mind, when you start thinking too much about it, when you start self-talking about it, when you stop accepting it, and when you start fighting it, because what you're doing with the self-talk, you're fighting it. When you're trying to convince yourself, you're fighting it. Whatever thought is coming in, it's thought which comes and goes. Some thoughts, like if I give you a thought of what to eat tonight, pretty basic thought, but I'll give you a thought of like how your career is going. That thought goes into future. So thoughts which are connected to your future, your imagination, which can bring a little bit fear and scarcity, those thoughts are the real troubling one. Those are the ones which thoughts about future is, but future is imagination. You're making it. It's not there. What will happen present by present. Nothing happens by future. You will always be there. But because we don't know how to do things, that's why these things disturb you too much. So you have to use the right intelligence, because you're not a limitation. So you think, if you're thinking all the time, then sit down for meditation, see this body, try to bring that zeroness, no thoughts, quiet period. And then meditation will teach you how thoughts are pretty random. You cannot sit down for a few minutes only quiet, because the thoughts will keep on jumping. So something which is jumping all the time from here to there, you understand that how random they are. And these thoughts, they manifest on the body. So because you feel those thoughts, they bring trouble. So how to deal with harmful thoughts is you do nothing about them. It's just thoughts, let them be thoughts. The first thing is you don't fight them, let them come. The second thing is you don't try to convince yourself what you're trying to convince, which is just a limited thing. And see, your memory, what you think, so what you think, you process it. Once that the processing, how you process anything which comes to you, you process it based on your memory, on your past experiences, what you have learned. You might have learned a few things wrong, but you're still processing it based on that. So which is again wrong. Identifications, like I was in India, so I cannot eat certain type of meat. But when I moved to a Western country, they're eating different kind of, which my culture, religion says wrong. But if it is wrong, then why is not wrong for these people? That's why it's wrong. So it's a limitation. You're thinking through a limited process. Your identifications are limited. So everything is limited, and that's why these thoughts which comes to your mind, they start disturbing you too much, because you're still processing them based on the limit. But you're not limited. Your awareness, you're unlimited, because you can never expand. So it's pretty logical. We are talking logical over here. So dealing with harmful thoughts is, they are false. Thoughts are false because they are based on, the processing is false, the identifications is false. Because some gurus, some pundits said, oh, don't eat this, without logic, and we stopped eating it. But as if it's harmful, it should be harmful for everyone, right? So there is a limitation to it for sure. And you cannot, if you want to be unlimited, you always want to expand. That's how the human nature is. If you got something, you want more of it. That's the human nature, you want to expand. So if you want to expand the limitations, if you're thinking through something limited, the processing is wrong. So you need to understand this body, mind and body are highly interconnected, and you need to uh, once you understood this, whatever thoughts you're making, you're not your thoughts. Your thoughts are yours, but you are not your thought. You're making them. Learn about this body. Sit down for meditation and understand your thoughts, how they manifest on the body. Understand this thing, and then once you become a quiet, you come in present moment, and things are happening to present. So you will disconnect from your thoughts. Once you disconnect from your thoughts, you will stop identifying with them, and then they will stop bothering you. So, and what happens in meditation when you sit down for meditation? Meditation means you focus on your breath or something, and you calm your mind, chatter. There's no talk. So what that thing is doing, that thing is disconnecting you from your thoughts. It's bringing absolute, you do nothing. So what you're doing, you're doing nothing. Now you're sitting in quiet, you're doing nothing, you're just seeing things. So when you understand that you do nothing and things go quiet and nothing stops bothering you, and then you understand that the way to deal with harmful thought is do nothing, because these are just thoughts, and you're making them something more than thoughts by doing too much talking, doing too much self-talk, too much thinking, too much convincing. You have to do nothing, and the thoughts will stop bothering you. Make it a practice. With experience, memories will change, and the awareness will go bigger, and then they will stop bothering you. Thank you.